Hey everybody, welcome back to A Taste of Manga. Today we're going to be talking about Solanin, which is a manga from Inu Osano, who is also famous for Goodnight Pun Pun, and A Girl on the Shore, and something Day 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 Destruction, or something with a lot of D's. So this was my first Inu Osano work, and basically, the story of Solanin is about this girl named Mako, who is like a year, like just removed from college, and she's working in this like office job at the beginning that kind of sucks, and she doesn't think she definitely knows that it's not something that she wants to do forever, and she has a boyfriend named Naru or something. Naro, I might be pronouncing that wrong. But he used to be in a rock band, and he's still friends with a lot of the guys that are in the band, and they still kind of jam together once in a while. But the band never really got off the ground, didn't really go anywhere, and both Mako and her boyfriend are slowly sort of realizing that as they get older, life is starting to suck at this point. Like, it's starting to get real. And very early on, Mako decides to quit her job. She doesn't want to get stuck in a rut forever. She wants to sort of do what makes her happy more so, and to really find out more about herself rather than just sitting at a desk around people that she really doesn't like. And I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to. Personally, I didn't have like that kind of. I'm sort of in that now. Like, I have an office job that is kind of meh, which is why I really enjoy doing YouTube. It's really different from anything that I do in my normal day. But it's not something I don't think I would just go out and quit. So I guess I give her some props for that. But I also currently don't have a lot of the struggles to support myself financially that Mako and her boyfriend have in this manga. So she makes that decision to leave her job behind, and she's trying to encourage her boyfriend to really push his music, like to actually don't be scared of being criticized. Don't be a baby about it. Like, people might not like your music, but you're never not gonna know unless you try. And so the boyfriend tries to get the band back together. They're gonna try and write some songs, maybe get on some commercials or something like that. Just something they get off the ground. And I don't want to spoil like too much of it, but there's like some interesting characters. Like, a lot of the members of the band that they were in are cool. You don't get like a lot of them. I feel like the story really tries to focus on Mako and Naru, and it's Naruo, I believe, pronouncing it wrong this entire time. It really tries to focus on them, which I get it. Like, it's short. It's only, you can get it in this omnibus format. I'm not sure how many volumes it was like originally. Probably 2 or 3 at most. It's pretty tight, quick story to read. Lots of feels, lots of definitely relatability to people that don't know where they're going in life and what they want to do. I was kind of like that in my college years. Like, I was studying these things and I wasn't sure if it's really what I wanted to do in my whole life. Hell, I'm 26 years old now and I still don't entirely know what I want to do with my life. But I think I sort of know. And this whole thing is about, taking the risk to do what you want and sticking with the people that you love most and trying to focus on what you love doing most, even though the wave of life is going to come crashing against you, and reality can set in. And so there's a lot of feels in this manga. There's an event that happens about halfway or maybe a little more than halfway through that has this huge twist change to a lot of the characters' motivations and stuff like that. I won't reveal that here, but yeah, art wise, Inu Osano, for my first work of his, I liked it. The characters look really interesting. I really like Mako, like the main character. The panels read pretty quickly. It's not like there's not like a lot of like action going on. I did one thing I did not like was that there's a lot of. It's one of these manga where there's a lot of dialogue without people really saying anything of substance. In my opinion, like there's a lot of just like pages of conversation that like don't really go anywhere. It's really mundane. It's really like back and forth, like a message that could have been said like rather quickly, or it's a message that they've been beating you over the head with for like chapters on end. And especially if it's some of the less interesting characters, I really didn't like when their dialogue just kind of kept going and going and going. I feel like the manga could have been maybe a little shorter in that regard, but yeah, it does. It wraps up, has a somewhat solid conclusion. It gets kind of weird at times, like towards the end. A lot of the characters change, some for the better, some for the worse, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, it's motivational at times. It feels very real at times, and I feel like a lot of people, especially those like in this age, like in their early 20s, like maybe I think I would have liked this manga a lot more about 4 or 5 years ago when I was say 21, 22 years old, around I think the age that these characters are. And so I could see why this is so popular. This is a pretty highly appraised work, and I mean the guy's got some great art. And it's an interesting story. It's definitely worth checking out. I think if you like music, if you like the struggle of like being successful in a band or even in life within your early 20s, if this is something that you think that you're going to relate to, please check out Solanin by Ino Asano. I think you'll really like it. Yeah. If you guys have read this manga and you were really into it, let me know down below. If you didn't like it, let me know why. Try to avoid spoilers for people. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please check out my Patreon, link down below in the description. And my name is Miasma, and I will see you next time.